Hi, this is Jeffrey Kurt Financial Group. Today is Wednesday, May 14, 2025. So we started the week with the news of a potential trade deal with China, and then we ended up with a couple of relatively calm inflation reports, CPI and PPI this morning, and then also I think yesterday, important is that it's a chip deal in the Middle East with the Saudis and some other things going on with Boeing and like that. So a lot of deals being done there, and it does the market really liking this news, stock market especially. Bond market, again, as I mentioned on Monday, the 10-year yield keeps climbing higher and across the curve. Interest rates are moving up. Now, whether that becomes a problem or a headwind to the other markets remains to be seen, but I think it's very noteworthy that the interest rates keep moving up across the Treasury curve, and also that the interest rate spreads, corporates to Treasuries, has been narrowing, which is a sign of a risk appetite. That it's a good sign that people are buying the bonds, the corporate bonds. So again, a lot of things going on, but also yesterday was announced that Coinbase would come into the S&P 500, and I wanted to point this out. I mean, the stock was up like 20%, and certainly it's important that a cryptocurrency type company, product, stock ends up going into the S&P 500. Again, kind of a very important moment, I guess, and maybe confirmation on cryptos. But a couple of things interesting on, as the Coinbase goes in, there's $9 billion of just passive buying. In other words, index funds, they have to buy this now. And there's $9 billion estimated to be coming into Coinbase. On top of that, it's estimated another $7 billion is going to be from active managers needing to be part of, the move into that. There's like 36. This represents like 36 million shares of Coinbase. They've only got 254 million outstanding, so just shy of 15%, has to be bought. It's a $65 billion market cap, and again, we've got about 20 billion of active of buying coming in, and then lastly, as of April 30th, there's 10 million shares short. So it's just amazing that they're going to get squeezed, and just the reset concerning the crypto confirmation perhaps of Coinbase going into the S&P 500. Pretty interesting stuff, I think. So we'll be back on Friday. Thank you for listening. Please keep the suggestions, questions coming. We enjoy them. And please like and subscribe. Goodbye.